Good evening, E. Welcome back to another episode of Uncle No Identity's YouTube channel. And in today's video, we're going to take a look at an update on the Dodge Dart Restoration. Okay, E, so here we go. We're going to take a look at the interior. The motor and transmission is not actually assembled in the car. It is assembled. It's just not secured to the vehicle yet. So we can set this aside. Okay, so we're going to talk about the interior and what I've done for the interior. Okay, so as we can see, I've got the all aluminum interior, the all steel. The floor could be aluminum for lightweighting, but this is a steel roll cage. I've got my seat in there. Okay, so what I want to talk about is it's too bright. It's not focused. Will it focus? There we go. Okay, what I want to talk about is right here. It looks really bad, but what I did was the heater and radio delete. I was watching some videos on the LO23 cars, and I learned that their heaters and radios were deleted, and so I tried as best I could just to shave those down. Realistically, they would look a lot better because they just have block-off plates, and you can kind of see the remainders of what was a radio. They should really just be smoothed down even better, but I couldn't get myself in there in that tight position. The steering wheel and column was in the way, and all that jazz. Here, as we can see, scoot it over some, and focus. Right here, a little Krager sticker. I'll put that right on the glove box. On my car, I've got a little sticker on my on top of the glove box. I say on top of mine because on modern day cars, the glove box is down here. It's like lower, and they're not up here. But I got a little sticker on mine. I don't know if I talked about this already. The red shifter, the rubber boot. It's got the racing tack here, right on the column. We can kind of see. Let me see if I can get lighting in to play. Move things around. Alright, that's pretty good. I left the GTS logos here, and I left the hand crank on this side. And there's the armrest for the driver. We scoot to the back, we can see the armrests and the window cranks are gone. Now let's go to the passenger side of the vehicle. Again, I left the GTS tag and just tried to paint that in, but it doesn't look very good. It is very bad because it's so small of a part, I guess. Okay, there we go. Finally. Sorry about that. Okay, so I painted my GTS logo. Again, it's terrible. I accidentally cut the armrest off too much, and it actually gouged it. I've got some super glue I put in there, and we can still kind of see it's gouged out and dented. We go to the back. I mean, you can hardly see anything back there. I think it was, yeah, this I think is where the armrest was. So this piece back here was really well sanded. It almost looks like it didn't exist at all. Yeah, that's about it for the interior. This little update was all about the interior. The shell, the lower plate shell is silver. The doors are black. The dash is black. It's got a Krager sticker on the glove box door. Fire extinguisher is important. Shifter in the back, or up front here. We can see my torsion bars are missing. They broke, so I'll have to find some wire. Probably a thin or thick wire, I don't know. I think I've got some wire that I could use. This is too thin of a wire. Yeah, I can find a wire. Like I said, a friend of mine gave me some wires, and I've got wires. But yeah, so this is broken. There's the cradle. Pretty much why I'm making this video is because I wanted to tell you guys that the project on the Dodge Dart has stalled. Okay, here's your Krager. The Dodge Dart project has come to a stall because I cannot strip the paint because I don't have the chemicals for it. I've got LA's Totally Awesome. Sure. And here it is. I've got some LA's Totally Awesome in a bottle. But look at that. It's almost gone. So I can only use this very sparingly now. Remember that bleach, the Clorox, Mr. Clean, whatever it was, when I did the Dodge Challenger strip down? I'm going to have to find me some more of that. Here we go. Here we go. I can show you some of these. This is the grill I'm trying to strip down. I'll have to just, I don't like this. This yellow stuff on the corner. See, when it strips right, it just strips right. It's just clean white plastic. If it's not done right, it'll strip it, but it'll leave this yellow gunky residue. And I've really got no way to, I don't know how to clean that off. What do you just keep throwing more cleaner at it and that'll clean that off too? If anybody knows, let me know in the comments down below. I think though, if I'm not mistaken, what I would usually do is if I would just dunk this in cleaner and just let it set for as long as possible. The front bumper, we got some rivet detail I think in there. I have to strip the paint off of this and see what detail actually lies underneath. This is your license plate bracket frame bracket there. Oh, excuse me. And that's about it. So I did try to strip the paint earlier. I don't know if I did this video, or a video on this. What was the original color of my first 68 Dodge Dart? Testers acrylic blue. So you can see here, this used to be green. Right here, okay, green over top of blue. And check this out, this decal, you can see green underneath. This decal has secured the paint from stripping. Now just wait till I use a proper paint stripping chemical, and that decal is gone too. The MH Race Masters decal, that'll have to go away. I've got backup bumblebee stripes if I want to use those. I'll have to sand down the turn signals. Hey, turn off the turn signal. Take those out. Back to the interior, sorry, folks. Okay, so I just thought of something. if I'm taking out the turn signals on the outer shell, then this, which I'm pretty sure is the turn signal stock, I should be able just to pull that off, right? I might just cut that, because I don't need it. So that will be removed. I'm going to sand these off. Don't worry about these decals, I've got more. This, I'm afraid that Penastar decal is going to have to go. And there's nothing I can do to save that. I mean, it was going to have to go anyway. GTS badge. Hurst. Champion GTS. Turn signal. Master cylinder with no power assist. Okay, so I was watching some videos on the LO23s. All of their engine bays were black, like a gloss black. Correct me if I'm wrong, and I'd assume the fender wells are black too. So this whole frontal section, I guess I paint black. And then just outside, I paint the color, right? So in here should be black. In here is black, I think. Correct me if I'm wrong. But yeah, the original color was blue, and it's going to be returned to a blue. But of course it's not going to be this blue. We're not using Tester's blue. We're going to use my favorite Mopar blue, as I call it. The 71.071 Vallejo Model Air Metallics Arctic Blue. And as a sample, this is kind of what we're looking at here, the Arctic Blue. And that's what I'm going to paint my car. So it's going to be Arctic Blue with this interior, with the matte chrome Kragers, and of course all those decals I'm thinking about. And speaking of the decals, as you've seen in my other cars, they're going to have a black and blue theme. I've got one more black tail stripe. I'm going to use this. Ooh, good question. On this car, when I paint it blue, do I paint this blue and keep this all black, or paint the whole thing blue and paint just the top of the scoop black? How do you think I should go about painting this car? All blue body and an all black hood, or blue body, blue hood, black scoop? You're probably wondering what else is going on there. So blue body, blue hood, black scoop, black tail stripe. I've got this tail stripe. From my Dodge here, from my Daytona, I'll be using decal 27. We'll put Dodge logos on top of the wheel arches. So black here, black lettering there, and who knows what's going to fill this area. Ooh. It's going to be a Hemi dirt, so I think I can put these decals on. And now someone's probably going to say in the comments, no Hemi dirt ever had Hemi badges on the sides. Mine did. Okay, so we got Champion spark plugs, and these are smaller than those, which might look a little better. You can fit more decal in a space. Kragers. Ooh, wonder where I should put those Krager stickers. Maybe No, the Dodge logo's there. Maybe put a Krieger sticker back here by the tail stripe. Hopefully it doesn't interfere. Hooker headers, Hurst shifter. Where's that other decal sheet? The Chevy Nova sheet. Here we go. Chevy Nova sheet. We got Goodyear, Valvoline, Holly equipped, Champion. These are a little smaller than those. They might be the same size as the other ones. STP. We can't use these on the Dodge. Edelbrock we can use. Mallory ignition. Crane cams, I could use that. Jardine headers. I don't know. Decisions. Ooh, cool. Look at this. Fram decals. I've got to use those. Okay guys, hope you liked that video. That was an update on the Dodge Dart. So, I'm gonna call the interior done. The interior is where I want it to be. I don't think I can do any more to it. I've already welded it together. This is done. Next step, finding some wires to make torsion bars out of. And they would go right here. And then I'm gonna repaint the drive shaft. And I might need a pin. I'll have to drill these out and put some pins in there so they can actually stay in place on the car. Might need to do some touch-up work on the silver here, on the shock absorber arm. You can't really see it because of the light, but I can see some white showing through. That's the problem with these chrome paints, is you really got to have a black base. Let's see. Yeah, we got to fix these. I got to do some paint touch-up there in the back. Repaint the drive shaft. Put the engine in. And if anyone has this kit, you'll know I've shortened these, but they'll still work. Put the front shock absorbers in when I get the whole thing put together. There's the tops, there's the bottoms. And then put the side glass in and see what I'm going to do for the front glass. Okay guys, well, that is my update video on the 68 Superstock Dodge Restoration. I hope you all enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys all in the next one, where hopefully we'll have a little bit more work done. Until then, I'm Uncle No Identity, happy modeling, and as always, cheers!